I spend most of my day being aware of my thoughts and being aware of my sensations and my bodily functions. And that has given me a certain degree of peace of mind. But in some days, when I open my eyes, I can feel my story just falling on me.
Huh.
Like falling. Yes.
Ah, yeah.
And it's very difficult to get out. I get irritated, and almost every situation that I encounter makes me angry. Because I feel so constricted in this body and with this story. And I don't know what to do.
Do you have any ability to keep the story out? You know, when it's coming in, when it's starting to fall, have you ever used your breath or done any, have you ever managed to create a distance from it, to keep it out, or does it invariably come in and stick?
Sometimes I can do it.
What works?
Just be still.
Yeah.
And look at my thoughts.
Yes.
And I don't identify with them.
Yes.
But sometimes I feel them very powerful. And I feel so weak. Some days, I don't know why. I feel like so weak, and they seem so big and so powerful. And then I become this person again with all these fears and insecurities and irritations, and I can go on. And I suffer.
I bet.
A lot.
Yeah.
And I want to get out of there.
Yes.
But sometimes I cannot.
Yes. You know, I don't know if this way of presenting it is going to work for you or not, but I'm going to throw it out there. There's you and the level of consciousness that's operating through you. And before the thoughts come in, all is well. And then the you story is coming in. And because this is at the same frequency as the you story, you have no option, but identification will happen. Have you ever done anything to lift your own frequency out of it? Because there is a frequency. There is a frequency. And if it's falling on top of you, it's like the waves of your story are here, you know? And you come out of like whatever, I don't know, deep sleep or pure consciousness, and that's not sticky. And then you just drop into it. And it feels like it's falling on top of you, but it's actually you falling into the frequency.
Oh, I get it.
You're falling into the frequency of it.
Okay.
Right? So I'm wondering what is keeping, you have the capacity for a higher frequency, but you're falling into the same vibe, the same frequency of where that is real.
Yes.
Right. So what is making your frequency drop into your story?
I guess that I just accumulate a lot of stress. Because some days when I wake up, I feel stressed a lot, and I don't know why. I don't know why.
Yeah. And is it stressful in your body, or is it particular stressful thoughts?
In my body, not in my mind.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's the frequency.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah.
It seems like it comes out of nowhere.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So is there something karmic going on? Have you something to do? Have you something left to do? Is there a benefit somewhere to somebody, to the planet, for you to keep plugging in to suffering at that level? Is there some subtle thing going on about you having a value somewhere in doing that?
Well, my mother and brothers and sisters, they suffer a lot. They have very unhappy lives.
Okay.
So maybe it's that.
Maybe it's that.
Mm. So maybe I'm doing it for them. Oh, okay. But that doesn't help them, for example.
No, it's the opposite.
Yes.
Yes, it's the opposite. It helps them if you're free. But it means stepping out of your tribe. It means stepping out entirely.
What do you mean by entirely?
You will never again connect with them in the same way. And you have to be okay with that. It means letting them go.
I see.
It's almost, and this is what your mind will do with it. It's like there's an option for one person to be saved, and why should it be me? And yes, it has to be you because you're being called to it. You're choosing. It's like, no, and I know this ship is going down, and I know it's full of suffering, and I know there's a life raft there that only takes one person, but no. And every morning you wake up in the life raft, and then you jump into the sinking boat. Jump into the sinking boat again. You know?
Yes.
So, of course, you know, when we change and we make that shift, we don't connect with the same people in the same way. And those who are prepared to move absolutely will know that, oh my God, what are you doing? Tell me. They'll get fed from you. And those who are not prepared to move and are too full of the suffering and the juice that's in suffering, you will be the enemy. You will be misunderstood and you'll be the joke.
Yes, I am that.
Already, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that will get worse. Because you won't be able to find, right now the way you're maintaining your connection with them is through the suffering. Right? You're maintaining a connection. You're going to lose that connection. So there is some attachment there, and it's manifesting like this, but it's attachment.
Okay. So I have to become detached.
Yes,
from them.
let them go. Totally let them go. Totally let them go. As if for your mind you would never see them again. As if it's done. It's like goodbye. I will never know you as I have known you till now. I cannot know you like that anymore. I can't tune into your frequency and be there with you in that way. I can't do it. And you won't be able to create a scenario that will be a nice replacement. You can't do that. Because then the controller is going with you, so nothing is changing really.
Okay.
You see?
Yes. So in that way that you said, I can become detached more and more.
Yes. You have to let them go.
Okay.
Totally let them go. Totally.
Totally.
Yes. Totally let them
So when thoughts arise about them, I just look at them and don't identify.
That's right. That's right.
And let them pass.
Yes. And the mind, the ego part, will say, oh, you have no compassion, you're da, da, da. And it's like, yeah, sure.
They're just thoughts.
They're just thoughts. They're just thoughts.
Okay. So that's happening.
Yeah, because when you're
Okay.
dropping into that frequency of suffering, you're doing it because you're getting something out of it. You're getting something out of it. Somewhere it feels right or good or the best thing to do, or somewhere you're getting some juice out of it. That's why you're doing it. What else makes you suffer? Or is it always because the story has come in?
It is almost always because the story has come in.
Yeah. Yeah.
The story of me with all the things that
Yes,
I just said.
yes, yes.
And it gets, when I go down, and it's very powerful.
Yes, of course.
And every little thing, the barking of the dogs, the cars, people were talking in the restaurants, everything is like very irritating.
Yes.
And it
Yes.
can become more and more, and I suffer more and more.
Yes, yes.
And it's very hard to stop it. But with this, I can see through that.
Yes. See through it, exactly. It's like the world can do its craziness over there. I'm not wired like that anymore. I'm just not, I can't sacrifice myself to that extent and plug into that anymore. Forget it. I'm out of here. It's not going to be like that for me anymore. I can't do it. It's kind of like that, you know? And of course, it's like, then what's there is like not knowing, surrender, emptiness, wide open, no control, no me, no nothing. I mean, it's blank.
And just stay there.
Just stay there. Just stay there. If suffering happens, it's like, okay, what's going on here? Because there's an identification with this scenario, that's why I'm suffering again. It gets like this. When you're almost out of the identification pattern, the times you do fall into identification is hell.
Yes.
It's hell.
Completely hell.
Yeah, it's really stinky, you know?
Yes.
Because it's so not right for your system anymore.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You see? And that's where you are. So anytime there's suffering, it's like, okay, if the family is cleared, it's like there will be desire. That's the only thing. It's the only thing that will catch you. And the family story is about desire too. It's about not wanting them to suffer, or you'll know what the desires are. There will be desires between it. You know, around that story. So if it happens independently to that, there will be desire someplace.
Okay, I have to check that out.
Yeah. That's the next layer. I'm kind of telling you, when you've the family detached, I just kind of want to say, just remember this piece.
Desire for anything?
Anything. Anything.
Any desire?
Yes, because if desire comes up, you're already in identified thought. It's like, ooh, that'll make me like the little I. The little I has a story.
Yes.
And it's always, I want that because I will be better. I would. And it's like, it's feeling its brokenness, and it's imagining that something outside is going to make that go away. It's not.
Oh, so it's another trick.
It's another trick.
Okay.
It's not. The outside thing isn't going to make it. It's the fact that you think that you're the personal I. That's the source of the incompleteness.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's wrong. And that's running. It's awful. You see?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, whoa, okay, what's the desire here? Because the attachment to the desire, that's what made the little I appear.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You see?
Mm-hmm.
So there's two phases for you. Clear out the family stuff and then watch. If there's anything remaining, it will be remaining desires.
Ah, okay.
And yet you'll enjoy food or whatever it is. You'll enjoy things. But it's not like, I have to have, oh yeah. You know, no, that stops. It just stops. You know? Or you find yourself playing the game of enjoying something, but you know it's like, yeah, this is fine, but it's going to be gone in a minute, and actually, you know?
Yes, I can see. That's very clear.
Super!
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.